Hi there, welcome back to another Transformers toy review. Taking a look at a figure from Transformers Animated this time. This is Bulkhead. I think this is the Leader Class edition. I think he's complete. Actually, there's one thing I know I'm missing off him, which we'll get to in a minute, which is a little bit of a siren, I think. I've tested him. He has got lights and sounds. Those work great. He comes with this Headmaster gimmick as well. Now, obviously, we've seen Bulkhead now in Transformers Animated, Transformers Prime. Not sure if he's in any of the more recent stuff as well. As you see, he's a big, bulky guy, big, strong, clumsy kind of oaf of a Transformer. He's got his qualities really come in his size and how strong he is. He seems to always be knocking things over. He's a great little figure, big figure actually. Yeah, like I said, kind of leader class, I think. I'll show you some of the bits and pieces on him. The Headmaster gimmick is a great little nod to their headmasters, and it does look a bit like kind of Scorponok or something like that. Is this human character that's in it wants to kind of develop these kind of war machines, and he's come up with the idea of these headmasters where literally the humans can sit inside and pilot these and then control machines like this, and then shoot off again, and they do become like proper little headmasters. I'm not sure if they transform as such. They more or less just sit in there. It's a shame we haven't got any. They didn't actually have any human characters to go with it, which is really a shame. He's got this button on the front here. The batteries going to the side there. I think it's 2 AA's. If you press it,
sorry, my bad.
Yeah, he goes, sorry, my bad, and he sort of turns his head and opens his mouth. His eyes light up as well.
Time for the big guns.
It does go all the way over.
Do it, buddy. Sorry, my bad. Time for the big guns. Do it, buddy.
I think those are.
Sorry, my bad.
I think those are all the ones he says. There was another one that did the lights and sounds and the voices. I think pretty much all the same voices. And then if you plug in this one,
For the big guns.
and that's that's one of the things that he used to always say. Obviously, it lights up red, and it, the eyes still do light up, but you can't really see it from in there. But it's quite cool. It would have been even better if this Headmaster gimmick would have worked on other ones. But it's cool the way it clips on. He's got another few little things. He's got these missiles on his arms. These bits rotate around. They do come off. They don't fire off, but they do come off and clip back on there. He's got this bit here. If you push that forward, this bit opens up. There is one that comes with like a wrecking ball. And this one here is like a saw hand. If I can get that spinning right. If you do that, and again he's got another couple of missiles on the back here, which kind of rotate around here. The head, as you see, moves around just one side, and as it does so, it kind of opens up the mouth, and the eyes kind of open up as well. The arms are articulated. They're on a ratchet as you go around. They can go all the way around, but these bits kind of get in the way. And that's kind of, oh no, it looks like kibble. That is kind of part of his look in the series. And you can kind of do it, is these bits come down and flip in underneath. And that's what he does when he's kind of sitting down. So he kind of almost sits down on his kibble. So these rotate around. You've got some nice paint work on here. Rotate around here. Bend to there as well. Same on the other arm. I don't think you'd get any waist articulation or anything. He's nice and steady on his feet. Despite his weight, he's quite heavy. The legs go forward. There's not a huge amount of articulation. They do go back as well, and all the way out to the side. Rotation there, and a deep bend in the knee there, and the feet move back and forward. And naturally, he's just got a wide stance anyway. So yeah, as it is, he just kind of looks ready for action just because of the type of figure he is. There isn't loads of paint apps on him. It's mostly this kind of green plastic, and then it's painted black. Around here, the tank treads. This is all painted in as well. The brown and the black and the gold for the headlights. You get some translucent plastic through here. Some nice, almost like browny bronze running through here, and the black again. These stars, which I mentioned on here. And from the back, it's fairly clean. It's not too bad. And then transforming him, see if I can remember. There's a few kind of steps to it. So these bits come undone like this. These bits here come forward. They kind of, I'm trying to remember exactly, but these bits come unpegged here. I'm going to fold these bits forward here. These are going to come around to the back, and you see what I mean about it almost being like a seat. So in the series, he kind of sits down on it. He can't quite do it in this one, but you kind of get the idea. These bits lift up here as well, like that. This bit kind of comes. Does it come back or forward? Now this here wants to peg out of here, doesn't it? Yeah, I remember. Or do I? See this bit on the back, it is pegged in. Yeah, there we are. Just don't want to pull too hard on it. So as you can see, this bit here kind of comes over. It pegs over the top of his head. Now that's the sirens that I mentioned. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know he did that. So as you plug that in there, he does that. Oh, that's cool. And the sirens light up. Let's have the little added extra. This comes down and folds out. These wheels fold out like this as well. These arms come into this gap here, and they kind of fold into this space here like this. So I'll have to tidy it up as I kind of go along, really. Like that, like that. So yeah, so pretty much, and then these bits come underneath here. So this is where the arms kind of clip into that. This bit comes over here and folds over the hands and everything else. So we'll pick that up in a minute. It's just where one of the missiles have come off here. And as mentioned, these bits can twirl around, so they'll want to be facing forward in a minute anyway. The legs come out from here. Now you do have to sort of pull them away a little bit. So pull them towards you like that. It's quite hard to pull out because it really gets stuck in there. And the wheels fold out from here like that. I think then this bit folds down, and then the legs kind of fold into this gap here. That's like so. And you see the button goes off again as I pressed it down. Then these bits come down here, just fold in. You see it's a real kind of robust armoured vehicle. Not sure if these bits go forward. I think they go forward like that. I suppose you could have them either way. I think they forward like that. These bits face round like that, and then if you've knocked one out like I have, just peg it back in. Oh, and I'll just adjust the camera slightly, and there you've got him in his vehicle mode. The wheels do roll nicely if they are a little bit squeaky, but you can see by the size of it just in my hand here, it's a great big alt mode. And you know, for kids at the time, I bet this was absolutely great fun. I'm sure one of my boys had, I think they both had a Bulkhead, but one of the smaller ones. And it was one of their favourite characters at the time. I remember it. I felt guilty at the time. Once I sold the figures, and you know, they aren't into Transformers anymore. But I did feel a little bit guilty about it. Is that? Yeah, I think that's all pegged in there. It just looks as if you've got like a little gap there, but it all seems fine. We've got headlights and everything around here. As I mentioned, it's got paint on the wheels. There isn't, like I said, loads of paint details, but you do have sculpting and little kind of bolts on here as you go around on the figure. The only bit I'm missing is just that little siren there, which is really annoying. I didn't notice that when I got it, unfortunately. I'm not sure if I prefer it with that bit forward or back. Anyway, but yeah, that's it really, guys. You know, I really like the character in both animated and Prime, so I wanted to, you know, be able to review this guy, and it's just a cool toy with all the sounds and electrics that go with it. I wonder if you can, I don't think you can put that over it in this mode, unfortunately. I was wondering if you could do that, but it doesn't look as if you can. But yeah, if you do see this guy about, he's well worth taking the punt just to transform him and have him around. I'm going to put him on display with a few of my other animated figures, which I'm kind of slowly building up a bit of a collection at the moment. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye for now.